Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, but hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, a lot of things have happened in the last day, and I need to give you guys the news for the weekend. My channel hit 20,000 subscribers while I was asleep this morning, so that's awesome, and I appreciate all the help all of you have done in sharing my videos and sharing them with friends and on forums and Facebook and everything else, because it's helped me tremendously. Also, I'm not going to be in town this weekend. I'm going to be at the Body Power Expo in Birmingham here in the UK, so I will see a lot of you there. I look forward to it, but I'm not going to have any videos up this weekend, and that means I won't be able to do a gear talk this weekend, but I did gear talk stuff in the middle of the week to make up for that. I will go ahead and open up the Monday Q&A thread tonight for you guys to ask the normal Q&A questions, but just remember guys, don't throw a bunch of gear talk ones in there because I'm not going to do one this week. And for those who are unaware, I will link that down below like I normally do in the description. Also, I wanted to raise a couple of points. Some things amused me, some of the comments that people made in the video yesterday on part 2 of Spotting a Fake Natural, and I want to make some things clear. As far as I know, those death threats did not come from any actual competitive natural bodybuilders. To my knowledge, it seemed to be their fanatical fans. So, no one who you guys know of as a natural bodybuilder, to my knowledge, did those under their own name. It just seemed to be some of their crazy fanatical fans trolling and maybe taking things a bit too far. So I just wanted to clarify that point. Another thing some people tried to argue, and they clearly didn't read through the material I posted when they were talking about the charts, and they didn't look at the argument Lyle created, and people tried to say things like, well, those charts aren't necessarily going to be accurate for a number of reasons, that nutrition has gotten better, training has gotten better. And one person even said that supplements have gotten so much better, and that they felt that creatine and whey protein alone would add 7 to 10 pounds of muscle to somebody's physique over what could be obtained naturally. And I want to just very quickly address those points. First of all, as far as the training, yeah, modern science has shown us that bodybuilders from the 50s and 60s trained more efficiently for drug-free lifters trying to gain muscle mass than modern bodybuilders do, including the majority of natural pro bodybuilders. Most of them train in a way that science says, and exercise science says, is going to produce slower results. So the science has come a long way, but bodybuilding hasn't followed. So they are using training methods that evolved out of the heavy drug-using world and are just using those as naturals, or so-called naturals. And oftentimes they are natural. I've covered before how those training methods can still produce results, even if they only give you 90 or 95% of the results a more effective, scientifically based program would. So I'm not saying people can't make gains, but to say that the methods that they're using are superior is wrong. Now, there are a few out there who are using truly scientifically based stuff. I mean, the 3DM guys, which is interesting because a lot of those are the ones who are some of my detractors, so they are therefore 100% not natural in my books. The moment they spoke out against me making that first video, that's a mark of guilt. But that aside, not all of them did that, just a couple did, and they know who they are. But yeah, those guys use some pretty good scientifically based training protocols. And there are others who do, but they are in the minority. Now, as far as the nutrition end goes, we know more about cutting a bit. But as far as nutrition to gain muscle, the guys knew it back then. Caloric surplus, loss of protein. That hasn't changed. So guys are not necessarily going to be bigger because of the nutrition knowledge. They're going to probably get leaner a little easier. But let's go back to that. The vast majority of natural pro bodybuilders, or even pro not natural bodybuilders, do not use the current well understood nutritional science. A lot of them still use dietary protocols that are not scientifically based. So that argument doesn't fly either. And a lot of the top guys do that. So a lot of your top guys in natural bodybuilding are using training methods that do not match what the current science says, and they're using nutrition programs that do not match what the current science says. So to say the advances we've made in training and nutrition is going to make them bigger than what the natural limits that we determined just a decade ago from its other research should show is absurd. And the same goes for the supplements. Supplements will help you a little bit, but in all honesty, if your diet is perfect and well-rounded and takes these things into account, whey protein and creatine will add no muscle to you. They'll help you if your diet sucks. If you have a really bad diet, you don't get enough protein or you don't eat enough meat, yeah, whey protein and creatine will help, but they're not going to do anything for someone whose diet is spot on. If someone who's eating 2 pounds of steak every day, of lean steak as their protein source, to say that they're going to gain any extra muscle from supplementing whey protein and creatine is absurd. And to go so far as to say that the supplements that are out there are going to give you 7 to 10 pounds of extra muscle beyond the natural limit, that is like saying that they're steroids, and they're nowhere near as effective as steroids. Steroids will get you there, but supplements will not. You might gain a little bit of muscle a little faster on some of the better supplements out there. But to say that you're going to gain an extra 7 to 10 pounds of muscle out of it is absurd, and that's not even scientifically based, and that's not even reasonable or rational. Supplements do not give you that much. And if they did, they're now falling into the category of steroids in terms of strength, and they're nowhere near that. And the reality is, these charts and formulas were done on people who were using supplements, and some of whom who were using the best nutrition and exercise science available as top-level natural bodybuilders when they took the measurements to make these charts and formulas. So that's already been accounted for. But to say that these things have come far enough that natural guys are going to be just as big, if not bigger, than the steroid using and steroid abusing in terms of their doses IFBB pros of just 20 or 30 years ago, you have to be shitting me. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative. I will see a lot of you tomorrow at the Body Power Expo. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.